What's up everybody, Lion here, and this video is going to contain all the information you need to know on this season's Rogue Elements Hunt Pass and Seismic contracts. Once you've got your 5 contracts from the store, you head over to Admiral's Eye and you'll see that they are displayed here. There's also a couple of other things you'll notice: Seismic Intelligence and the beginning of Frontier Justice. So if you click Seismic Intelligence, you'll see that it tells you to complete 4 objectives, and then you'll be rewarded with the Seismic Slayer title. So you don't really need to worry about Seismic Intelligence for now, you just need to worry about completing the other stuff around it. Frontier Justice is one of the objectives that you need to complete for the Seismic Intelligence. In order to get this Seismic Intel, all you need to do is complete your Hunt Pass. Seismic Intel is gained on the basic track of the Hunt Pass. You can see here that you get different amounts of intel the further through the Hunt Pass you go. So that's how you gain that, and that's how you'll be completing your Frontier Justice quest. Other than that, you'll have these 5 contracts from Admiral's Eye that you can click on and do. And of course, you'll see the objectives for each one as you click them. So all you have to do is click accept, and you will start each contract. And once you're done, you'll be rewarded with what you see down here. This is another way to get your Seismic Intel. So you can complete these contracts first, and you will have enough Seismic Intel to complete the Frontier Justice. Another part of the Seismic contracts is collecting elemental orbs. So the best way to do that is to do a patrol for that element. So if you're looking for shock orbs, you're going to want to do shock patrolling. If you're looking for blaze orbs, you're going to want to do blaze patrolling, and so on and so forth. You can check over here on the right, click loot, and you'll see that you get 10 orbs for whatever elemental patrol you're doing. If you do have your patrol bonus chests, you will get much more orbs. So that's a really fast way to do that part of the contract.
Hello there, Slayer. Listen closely.
And then of course you have slay 5 behemoths with all the different weapons in the game. So yeah, that's pretty straightforward. These are the contracts for the season, and I hope you guys do enjoy them. I'm gonna go and take care of them now. Okay, so for the contracts, the build that I'm going to be using is going to consist of some wound damage, some part damage, and base damage with a little bit of attack speed. The reason being is because some of the objectives include breaking 50 parts, getting 10 interrupts, dealing wound damage, and just dealing your overall damage. So because of this, I'm going to be using a 6/6 build: Barbed, Blade Storm, Conduit, Overpowered, Predator, and Rage Hunter, the Hellion Chain Blades, the Hellion Helmet, Karback Armor, the Quillshot Grips, the Koshai Legs, and the Embermane's Lantern. 2 Conduit Cell in the Lantern and Legs. We're going to have a Barbed Cell in the Grips. We're going to have a Blade Storm Cell in the Armor. We're going to have a Predator Cell in the Helmet. And we're going to have an Overpower and Rage Hunter Cell in the Chain Blades. Going to be using Reaper's Dance and Serrated Blade for our special and mod. I think using this build is overall just going to be able to complete these contracts very fast. So these next few clips are going to show me using the build that I was just describing earlier, doing all the different elemental patrols and getting my elemental orbs by using my patrol bonus chests as well. Hope you enjoy. This build allows me to do a lot of part damage, wound damage, and base damage, which is exactly what you need to complete the Seismic contract. and the hunts don't really last too long either. Don't forget, everybody, you can use LIONHDTV as your supporter creator code when you're getting anything from the Dauntless or Epic Games store. You can really help support that way as well. Alright, there is one last thing for you guys to know about the Seismic contracts. They don't all release at the same time. Even though we did cover all of them during this video, they will release one at a time. So right now I'm just going to tell you guys the dates and which ones release in the order, so you guys don't get too confused. The first one is going to go live on April 30th. It's going to be the Unnatural Selections contract, so you'll have to kill 60 behemoths, and if you do it with friends, it counts as double. The second contract is going to be released on May 7th. It's going to be called Targeted Research, and that's the one where you have to kill 5 behemoths with each of the different weapons in the game. The third contract is going to be released on May 14th. It's called Elemental Health. That is a contract where you have to collect all the different elemental orbs in the game. The fourth contract is going to be released on May 14th, which is called Damage Report, and that's the one where you have to do wound damage, part damage, stagger damage, and base damage. And finally, the fifth contract will be released on May 21st, which is called All the Admiral's Bounties. And you'll have to complete 10 bounties to finish that contract. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on the Seismic contracts. As I said, we're going to take you guys over now to the Hunt Pass section, and I'll show you guys how to level that up and get that done really quick. Alright, now that we've covered the Seismic contracts, we're going to move on to the Rogue Elements Hunt Pass. As you can see here, it offers a wide variety of stuff, which I'll show you. You've got your basic transmog, some dyes, emotes, weapon skins, a nice little lantern. Of course, you get a lot of plat back, tonics. You do get seismic intel, like I was saying earlier, for your contracts. Look at these hatchets. Look at these hatchets. So lovely. I really like the fact that they've added dyes and other things onto the basic track instead of just your normal bounty tokens and a couple little things. You can get vault coins now too. Let's go. So I'll show you guys the hunt arrivals in a few little clips. You can see what those look like. They're pretty stylish. And then of course, at the end of the track, you finally get the ultimate transmog. Now this is some cool stuff right here. So in my opinion, the fastest way to level up your hunt pass is to do escalations. Anything that has to do with heroic plus stuff. You get a fair amount of hunt pass experience per hunt. Doing those is, I think it's 25 per hunt. And then of course, you have your seismic signals that you're gonna have to run around and collect each day, and you get 5 hunt pass experience for those. So yeah, taking on bounties that have to do with like heroic plus stuff, or slaying 6 behemoths with a certain weapon, and then like running escalations, even if it's the lower level escalations, and then you're running through a bunch of behemoths all at once, is a really fast way to get bounties done and also get hunt pass experience just for doing hunts at the same time. Other than that, like I said, you want to collect these seismic signals. There's 10 per day, so you'll get 50 hunt pass experience for that. And also, while you're completing some of your seismic contracts, you will get hunt pass experience for that as well. So there's lots of different ways that you can farm up your hunt pass really effectively this season, constantly evolving. We will be live as I release this video, so if any of you are watching up to this point, feel free to stop into the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/lion_HDTV. Drop a follow, ask me for a flare, say you came from the YouTube channel. I'm more than happy to give you a flare. And I think that's about it, dudes. So thanks again for watching this video on this season's new hunt pass and seismic contracts. And we'll see you in Ramsgate.